Welcome back to Mega Machines. We're here in Sky Forest, California at Bradco Environmental, and this is the owner, Brad Bowder. Brad, how are you?
Good, Tony.
What'd you bring us here?
You got a Caterpillar 988 front loader.
How big is this thing?
It's about 45 feet long, 13 feet wide, weighs about 100,000 pounds.
And how much can this thing lift?
Lift anything weighs 50,000 pounds.
I gotta get a closer look at this.
Let me show you around.
Brad, we're standing here underneath this mammoth machine here. Looks like you've been doing some off-roading a little bit, huh? You know what you're doing?
Yeah, hey, we know exactly what we're doing. We're professionals over here, man. These things have a very gnarly life. Imagine a 100,000-pound loader with a whole bunch of horsepower trying to dig out a tree stump on rocks. You know, you're bound to rip these things off. It'll spin the tires like that and take part of the tires with it.
Yeah, obviously. How often do you have to change something like this?
Well, I get 2,000–3,000 hours out of it, depending on how you run it.
You need a guy like me to change tires?
Not even you could change them, Tony.
Brad, you know, looking at this whole machine, I saw the pistons for the bucket and for the front arm, but what are these pistons, though?
Those are actually the steering cylinders. This loader's in 2 pieces, so it can articulate, and that's how the machine turns.
So you need that when you're going up, pick up logs and mulch and everything like that. You need to be very maneuverable.
Very maneuverable. Kind of like you on a football, no, not like you on a football field, but pretty maneuverable, you know.
Brad, this does not look like your ordinary bucket.
No, Tony. On a Cat 988, you got the capabilities of putting a 16-yard bucket on it, which is awesome for my industry. Normally, people use a 950. It's like a 4-yard bucket. This thing's 4 times the size. We can work 4 times as fast.
What do you move with this thing?
We move mulch, logs, stumps, rocks, whatever we got to get out of our way.
So this thing pretty much will hold a lot of pasta for me.
A lot.
Brad, you told me this bucket can hold yards of material. Well, what does that mean?
Let me show you.
That's what I'm talking about. What are you doing up there?
I'm king of the mountain, baby.
While Brad cleans up his mess, check out our next machine.
Next on Mega Machines, we're chilling out 2 miles high in Utah with a snow-slinging monster. Nope, not the abominable snowman. This fella's bigger. And, oh yeah, a whole lot meaner, too. Meet Kodiak Northwest's CR5S high-speed rotary snowblower. Stone-cold 12 feet tall, 32.5 feet long, and weighing a snow-stomping 48,000 pounds. Kodiak Northwest CR5S is a sight that's enough to make anyone freeze in their tracks. Used to clear everything from mountain passes to parking lots. This 880 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, drip dicing device can feast on and fling 5,000 tons of snow an hour, or a load of snow the weight of the Titanic in a single day. Simply put, if you want a snowball's chance of clearing this by spring, then you better have one of these.
We have never come across anything in my history, any snow anywhere, that this snowblower couldn't handle.
President of Kodiak Northwest, Bruce Burtonshaw, has been blowing snow for 32 years. And he'll tell you, when it comes to clearing Utah's mountain passes, nothing comes close to the CR5S.
Well, these roads in these mountain passes many times are left closed all winter long. This road that we're on today has not been opened since late fall. But as spring comes, this is beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful country. And people come up here to camp and to spend time in nature. And so the roads have to be open to allow the public to get up and access this gorgeous, gorgeous scenery.
Some advice? Drop that toy, Junior. It's time to let the grown-ups go to work.
When you're operating the snowblower and you pull it into a bank of snow, you can feel the engine load up. You can hear it cackle, you can see smoke coming out the exhaust, you can feel the engine just tighten up as it goes in, and you know it's gone to work. It is a most incredible feeling to sit behind the wheel with, 880 horsepower basically between your legs and blow snow all day long. I can't describe it other than there's more testosterone that goes in one of these things than anything I've ever seen.
Breck Pilling is the man who knows the secrets behind Utah's uber-sized snow-shucking mega machine.
What we got here at the front of the snowblower are what we call the helical ribbons. And what they do is, as the truck is moving forward, they rotate at about 150 revolutions per minute.
All while exerting a powder-pummeling 60,000 foot-pounds of torque.
Now, if we compare that to, say, a Suburban has about 300 to 350 foot-pounds of torque. So that's quite a bit more torque going to that blower head. So these ribbons, after they chop up the snow and ice, are hand-feeding the snow right back in here to a place where we call the impeller. The impeller is like a big fan. There's 5 blades back there that's revolving this direction at about 350 revolutions per minute. And that is what discharges the snow. And so we're talking about 20 million snowballs an hour. Think about that. 20 million snowballs every hour thrown about 150 feet. You don't want to be on the opposite team when you're challenging me to a snowball fight.
But what this machine is best at fighting is its way into and out of massive snowbanks.
This snowblower is all-wheel steering. You can do what's called a coordinate steer, and that's where the rear tires are turned in a different direction than the front tires. It allows you to have a much tighter turning radius when you got to get turned around on a mountain pass with a 50,000-pound snowblower. The other type of steering is what we call crab steering, and that's when both tires are pointed in the same direction. What this allows you to do is to stick the blower head into a snowbank and let it cut through the snow while the chassis of the truck is pulled away from the snowbank. This also keeps you from being pulled into the snowbank and off the side of the road. These machines are the most powerful, well-built machines there are.
These machines are my babies. I have the opportunity to be out in nature, have the opportunity to work with equipment, have the opportunity to smell diesel first thing every morning. It's exciting. I think it's the best job in the world.